What's going on, guys? This is my DDD deck profile. You guys waited so long for this, and here it is in all its glory. So let's just get into it. We are playing 3 Keplers and 1/1 for 1 to get to Kepler as fast as possible. He's literally a +2 and probably the strongest card in this deck, being easy electromite fodder while giving advantage. I'm also playing a 40 card list, meaning just to maximize the likelihood of opening this card, also with Upset Goblin. So a 39 card list, you could say. 3 Dark Contract with the gate. The reason why Kepler is so good. So yeah, searching any DD monster is just great. I'm not playing any other Dark Contracts just because they just don't do enough and brick in your hand. You cannot use them usually. So, to Thomas, I feel like playing 3 is just too much, while Thomas, is probably one of the strongest cards in the deck. He bricks, you cannot make Electromite with him, and you cannot Pendulum sum him out easily, because, yeah, the only high scale high enough to Pendulum sum him out is Kepler, and he doesn't allow you to Pendulum sum out monsters except DDs, so no guard rank plays. That's why I felt like 2 is just enough. 1 is not that good, as the second one comes up in grindier duels and you usually want to open him. So, or at least see. Yeah, 2 Ragnaroks. I used to play 1 copy of this, but the combo still works with only 1 Ragnarok. The problem here is you use up all your main monster zones, meaning you cannot extend your plays, so you cannot go into Jacker King before doing the combo. After the combo you have monster zones left to play, but yeah, it sucks, let's say it like that. Also, his reviving effect is really nice in grinder duels, reviving a Ragnarok you used for XZ material if you Pendulum sum him out, for example, or just in general banishing a card, for example, or was it a monster? I don't remember, but yeah, really nice. Also resolving Thomas effect twice in a duel, pretty busted. Then we are playing 1 Orthros, 1 Copernicus and 1 Lamia. These 2 are just here for the combo. There's no other reason why. Copernicus is fine to draw because you can still make Electromite with him. There's no real advantage to him, so 1 of them. And Lamia is just a brick. 1 Orthros. Orthros is just great utility, also being a low scale tree. It's just really good because you can still Pendulum somehow summon out your Dark Worm, for example, while Copernicus does not allow that because he only allows you to Pendulum summon monsters, DD monsters, sorry, nothing else. So yeah, he's just good. His effect is only usable if you have a Dark Contract or another DD monster, so I feel like 1 copy is just great. Now, 2 Dark Worm, 3 Shrines, 1 Foolish, 2 Dark Worms, and 1 Gate 0. You usually see this ratio in Pendulum-based lists, but I feel like in this list we have too many normal sums. We already have Kepler, and we don't want to see too many normal sums, so I felt like to still have the same chances to open Dark Worm or see Dark Worm in a duel or turn 1, this is the ratio to go. We don't really want to see Dark Worm in our hand, as we usually want to just normal sum Kepler. Oops, let me get that low. And now we get to the Endymion engine. These cards are just so strong. So a Servant is easily resolvable, to be honest. It sounds pretty hard to get to 3 counters, but 3 counters are so easy to make. First, you get 2 counters just by playing the game, you could say, because first, a scale counts as a spell, and the second counter you can get by just popping that same scale and adding it back to your hand, activating it again with Electromite. So really strong overall. And then you just need another spell, and that's mostly your contracts, for example. So really easy to resolve. Also, this card just stops hand traps, so it's not just a +1, but also an easy negate, you could say. This card is just an auto one against Sky Striker. Three chronographs, one time gazer, and two curtain raisers. Like I said, I'm playing 40 cards. I don't really want to play 41 cards. I want to see Kepler as much as possible. So only two curtain raisers. I don't want to play the third one to get to 41 cards. Also, he sucks with Darkworm, or you could say he sucks with Shrine or Foolish, as you need no monsters to, or you cannot control monster to resolve his effect to special summon himself, while Darkworm also needs you to control no monster to special summon himself from the graveyard, so yeah. Also, Chronograph's special summon effect in the hand is pretty useful at times, so I guess that's also a plus. One Destrudo, pretty standard, it's just guard dragging stuff. Upstart Goblin, free counter and consistency. 3 Allure of Darkness, again, consistency, and you have like every monster you have is dark except Servant, so yeah. One Kali Yuga, one number 38 and one number 68 as our rank 8 XC monsters. I felt like this is just fine. If you can make Kali Yuga, you play him. He breaks boards single-handedly, so yeah, no reason not to play him. One number 38, he's great with the Heretic Link, and overall just an amazing, negate. And number 68, so we usually cannot make 2 rank 8 XZ plays in a turn. That's why I thought about not playing another rank 8 negate, but just a card that gives me utility, you could say, so it helps me if I know I'm playing against a certain matchups to just auto-win, for example, and number 68 just does that. Yeah, we are now getting to Savage and Order's Meteor Burst, yeah, part of the combo, and negates. One Dawn Dragster, so if I don't open the DD combo, I can still end on the Pendulum combo, Pendulum Guardrain combo, so yeah, pretty nice. One Vortex Dragon, just there. Electromite, nothing to say here. Yeah, that's the Guardrain combo, so nothing to say here. One Barrow-Sword Dragon, one Beat Cop, and one Linkuriboh. So Linkuriboh is part of the combo. Also, he's just nice in late game when you open or draw Kepler. You can just normal summon him, link him away, and get that same Kepler back with Thomas, meaning you can grind really easy with that card, and yeah, that's why I like him. Beat Cop, just another Link 2, so yeah. Barrow-Sword Dragon, he's the most flexible OTK card. I felt like you can make him pretty easy, pretty consistent, and yeah, that's why I like him more than other OTK cards. So, now I wanted to talk about some honorable mentions that didn't make it in the finalist. So, first, 2 contracts. So these 2 dark contracts aren't in the list right now. This one is great to just help with the Dark Ruler No More combo I've already shown once. Dark Contract with Eras obviously is just good against trap heavy decks, while you need to activate this effect to negate trap cards, you could say, and that's pretty bad, to be honest, so they didn't make it into the list. maybe there are side deck choices if you want to. Then Divine Strike and Zephaniah. These are cards you can choose to side. Just for Dark Blood no more again. Just special summon Zephaniah and get your Divine Strike. This outs Dark Blood no more because this deck loses to Dark Blood no more, to be honest, right now. So yeah. Trap Trick and Wonder XZ. If you want to go for the Kali-Yuga combo in your opponent's turn, you can play these cards, but I felt like they decrease the consistency far too much, and your opponent usually cannot play through 4 disruption anyway, so yeah, they didn't give me that much advantage, to be honest. Then Dark Contract with the Yami Makai. This card is really good. I actually like this card a lot. It's really nice in the resource game, gaining back your DDs in the graveyard you used for XC material, for example. Really nice, but yeah, I didn't want to play 41 cards, so he didn't make it into the finalists, and it's no side deck card, to be honest. Then Desires and Into the Void. I don't like Desires because of I'm playing too many one-offs, so I don't want to banish them, or 2-offs for that example too. Banishing your Ragnaroks, for example, just kills your Thomas and is terrible. And also the +1 you gain by using this card is just not worth it, in my opinion, because you always keep your advantage in your hand with this card, with this deck, with this list, as you just go for a 2-card combo mainly, and you don't need that +1 to go for that combo. Into the Void, just consistency boosting, free counters, you could also argue for that, but discarding the entire hand at the end phase is just not good in this deck, as you usually have 4 cards in your hand left after doing the combo, so yeah, discarding that is pretty terrible. Then we are playing 1 King Kaiser, or you can argue for playing this card. Quick OTKs, but I don't think that card should be main decked. Maybe side decked if you decide to go second, but yeah, it's possible to side deck this card. Swirl Slime, this card's fusion summon effect is just not good. It's a -1, and also the monster you usually summon, Genghis for example, just doesn't do enough. He's no negate, he's just an extender, you could say, so I felt like Swirl Slime for his fusion summon effects just not good, but his graveyard effect gives great utility, making Copernicus, for example, an Electromite starter. Just summon Copernicus, send Swirl Slime, banish it, and special summon any DD Pendulum monster in your hand. So that way you can make Electromite. Also in Grindia duels, turn 2 or so, special summoning a Thomas from your hand or a Ragnarok from your hand with this card to go into rank 8 Xyz is just really strong, but yeah, I'm not interested in playing more than 40 cards, so, and drawing him is not that good, to be honest. If you play him, you can also argue for playing more copies of Copernicus, for example. One Reasoning, if you want to play Reasoning, yeah, you can play it. Your level are all over. You're playing almost every level, so yeah, you can play Reasoning if you want to. I don't really like this card all too much, so yeah. And now some extra deck choices you can play. 1 Appaloosa if you want to play this card, or Sayuja as Link Force. Sayuja is makeable with the Guard Dragons, for example, but it never comes up. I usually don't want to summon them also with this card, so yeah. I don't know, I'm not really liking this card all too much. Just his two effects, his special summon effect and his draw effect aren't really needed, so on Appaloosa you can argue to play this card, but as you are playing the Guard Dragons, it's pretty hard to make this card, so yeah. Zombie Stein, just another rank 8 negate. If you want to play it, you can play it, but like I said, I didn't want to play any other rank 8 negates. You can make Crystal Ring instead of Bowlord Savage Dragon. You are using a Synchro Monster as Synchro Material, so there's that. But I felt like Bowlord Savage Dragon's negates are just stronger, but if you want to play Crystal Ring, you can. Abyss Dweller, you can make Abyss Dweller with Curtain Raiser, Darkworm, and Copernicus, for example, so easily makeable, but yeah, I don't know. If you want to play this card, the extra deck isn't all that tight. Dark Rebellion, so Supreme King Dark Rebellion is really nice for OTKs, but again, I felt like Royal Sword Dragon is more easier to make, you could say. Well, not really, but your level are all of the way, so you are having every level, so it's more flexible to make, and I felt like there are times where Dark Rebellion is just too hard to make, and Royal Sword is just better in that case, you could say. Shanbara, same reasoning, you can make this card easy with Copernicus, just Copernicus into Lamia, special summon Lamia, go into Chanbara, so not that hard, but yeah. Hot Red Dragon Abyss. If you want to go for the Dark Ruler no more combo, you can play this instead of Vortex Dragon, but Vortex Dragon's negates are just so much more powerful, and the recycling is so nice with Vortex Dragon. I don't know. So if you really don't want to lose to Dark Ruler no more, you can play this card. Then I'm playing, well, I thought about playing Cyber's Quantum Dragon. If you want to play Cyber's Quantum Dragon, I play this card instead of FA Down Dragster. Well, I used to play this card instead of FA Down Dragster, but yeah, there were times I didn't draw the DD combo and I needed that additional negate, so I've cut him, but there's obviously reasons to play this card. And the last two honorable mentions, Yazi and Maramara, just breaking apart pots, so there's always a reason to play these cards if you want to. And that's my deck profile. Thank you very much for watching, and yeah, I'm sorry for my accent and if I wasn't fluent, and I misspoke pretty often, to be honest. But yeah, so thank you very much. If you have any suggestions to change something or anything else you want to say, please leave it in the comment section, and please leave a thumbs up, and thank you very much for watching. See you soon. Bye.